Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host Maddox, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. But today, let's get into it, man. I think it's the New York City correction officers who did this heinous crime. Now, people always say, Maddox, how come you always defend the police or law enforcement? I don't always defend them because there are cases when the cops or law enforcement are 100% wrong. And this is one of the cases right here. So basically, the video went viral of the young man, Robert Brooks, I think that's the guy's name, who got beat until his life expired by correction officers. Now, whatever he did, because we don't know the full story, let's just say he did something to cause him to be treated a certain way, like handled a certain way or roughed up. Cool. But what they did was overkill. They dragged this man like a dog and then proceeds to beat him and handle him like he was a rag doll while he was handcuffed, kicked, punches, and everything, which led to his ultimate demise. RIP to you, brother. So let's take a look at this video. And some part I have to block out because YouTube, I can't show everything. But this video is a tough video to watch. It's tough. Well, let's go through it right now together, y'all. By the way, the video has no sound. So I guess that's what the officer is arriving at the gate to bring him wherever he bring him at, wherever he brought him at, I should say. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I skipped it right here. So right here is when they brought him into the facility. Look how they carry him. Maybe they carry him that way because he's a special case. Nonetheless, how they handle him after this, totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Every time I watch the video, my heart beat fast. I wish they had audio. They purposely blocked that audio out. Look, punching. Look, punching him. I have to put the signs over it because of YouTube purposes. Look, this is this is wicked, man. And he's handcuffed, by the way. Look, he started kicking him. This yo, he's kicking him, man, in his chest and his stomach. This is wickedness, man. They all should be jailed. They all should be jailed. All of them. Now, I'm not too sure if this is the moment when he stopped breathing. Nope, it ain't the moment. He's up right now. All right, cool. My question is, how is he a threat in this position? How is he a threat right now? You got a bunch of correctional officers around him while he's handcuffed, one holding him behind his head, behind his neck. How is he? Look at that. Look at that. They hit him again. Yo, this is tough to watch, man. Yo, this man. Look, look at this. Like a rag doll. Yo. For people out there who got tough stomachs, man, yeah, it's sad what they did to this guy. They was holding his neck and banging him down by holding his neck, and I can't show it on YouTube, man. Now, this one guy who I will fight for. Look at that video. I don't know what he did to be in that position, but it don't even matter at this point. Because this was clearly overkill. Clearly overkill. This makes absolutely zero sense. RIP to Robert Brooks, man. My condolences go out to your family. I remember one time I have a brother who went to jail in the 90s. And he did like some year, like 19, 20 years. He came home in like 2000. I want to say like, I don't know what year he came home, but you do the math from that from back then, right? So they called my family, my house phone, saying your brother may not make it. He had an asthma attack. He's in a coma. So the whole family, we all crying, we all sad. So we drove out there to go see him in Buffalo in the hospital, right? He's in a coma. So we go to check him in this hospital with guards on board, and we got snowed in. We almost crashed driving to Buffalo because a snowstorm hit Buffalo at the same time. Long story short, we make it. My brother's in a coma. The minute we go to see his body, he wakes up out of a coma, like a movie. He wakes up and out of a coma. When I see his face was swollen, eyes bloodshot red, busted head, busted lips. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. This don't make sense. How you get in a coma over an asthma attack and his face is beaten like Martin? Remember my episode with Martin Fort Hearns and his face was swollen? It was like that. I mean, something's not right. At this time, this is my teenage years. Like I'm like 17, 18 at this time. Late teens. I'm like, nah, that don't look right. Something ain't right. So, long story short, when he finally came home from jail, he told me. They beat him into a coma. The COs beat my brother into a coma. Then tried to hide the story to act like he had an asthma attack. So my little mind, my little brain at that time, it didn't make sense how my brother ended up in a coma from an asthma attack, but he get a bloodshot, swollen, and beat up face with cuts on his face. That don't make sense. So I asked my brother, why didn't you tell us at the moment? Or why didn't you tell anybody? He said, because I'm from the streets and we don't snitch. That's the code. I'm like, these dudes almost killed you. These dudes fuck these correction officers. He's still at the time like, I'm not going to snitch on them because I'm from the streets and we don't snitch. And if I would have snitched, my time would have been harder for me while I was in jail. So, do you understand how many black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic men get beat up by the correction officers the same exact way? We don't hear about it, they cover it up. And guess what, y'all? It ain't always white COs. It's black COs too. Asian COs too that do the same thing as this guy in the video did to this guy right here, Robert Brooks. Some of the COs are complete assholes. And they abuse their power while they're in that position. So for all the COs that sat around and watched this guy get handled the way he got handled, y'all all the same way, pussy. I'm going to keep it 100. Let's create a hypothetical. Let's say that the criminal, he is a criminal because he's in jail, to be honest. But let's say the criminal in this position, because they're going to call him the perp and the criminal, right? Let's say he did something in jail, like he was hiding contraband in jail, or he fought one of the COs, and he would try to swallow some type of narcotic, you were trying to save him. That's not how you save him. By beating him is not how you save him. By beating him because he maybe fought one of the COs is still a goal against protocol. Y'all went past protocol. Maybe in that moment, y'all roughed him up and beat him up because at that moment, but once he handcuffed, anything after that, what Charles Barkley said is uncivilized, yes. Anything after that is uncalled for. Because he's already detained. Kicking him and stomping him and beating him. Yo, man, listen, man. All of them in this video should go to jail. The ones who physically hold him down and beating him should be charged with a premeditated murder charge. If not premeditated, second degree, however you put it, they should get a murder charge. Because that was any civilian on the street overkill like that and causing a police officer or a CO to be unalive, they will be charged the same. They will be charged with a murder charge. So, with that being said, man, RIP to you, brother. Good night, y'all.